Alright, Sean K. Sean. Blair Witch Project. Horror. Yeah, so Blair Witch Project is a film. Found footage. I don't know if it was the first found footage, but it's definitely regarded as one of the first found footage films. It's quite divisive. I'll put it that way. Like, there's a lot of people who really love it, and there's a lot of people who really hate it. But there's no point casting any judgments now until you've seen it.
But I got it.
All right, come on, into the house. Come on, come on.
I'm gonna carry that thing around.
Yeah. This is the 90s.
We're not gonna bump into shit
That's
over
black
here.
and white. It's never gonna be black and white as if, good god.
So where's Mikey at?
We have to go get him.
Okay.
I don't think this will be a very long video.
Do you think?
No.
Don't we get to meet your mama?
They're going forward and reversing.
God, that car music is ridiculous.
Tired, but I'm doing good. I'm real excited about this.
Oh, look, they're all going on a camping trip.
In the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
This is why you're not allowed to just like randomly go to places in this country to camp. You have to go to like designated camping areas.
Yeah. In America, can they go where they want?
I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the Blair Witch? No.
Legend? What legend?
Oh, sorry, witch named Blair.
No, which name Blair?
Here he is, filling out
I mean, I
the
don't know.
slate for our first shot.
Blair. It's not called Blair Witch
Get our
Project
fingers open and bleed on it.
because the witch is called
No
Blair.
bloodletting on the slate.
No, we'll save that for later.
Kiss
You
it.
don't know.
I think the county is called Blair.
This
but I don't
first slate.
First slate, marked by my lipstick.
I want one of those.
Well, I've heard stories about her from people and
I love
stuff
stories like
that,
this.
But also, I saw a documentary on the Discovery Channel or somewhere.
It's just
One
weird, isn't it?
about her, about the ghosts and legends of Maryland.
Yeah, it's a story my grandmother used to tell us all. Make us go to bed early.
I read a lot about the Salem witch trials and stuff. They're always
Walk around the house
interesting.
too much, a Blair Witch would come in.
All my life, really, I've believed in witches and ghosts and all that.
Oh, of course you did.
There are some in this area.
You're a coffee waitress.
Do you believe in witchcraft?
No.
No?
No, sir.
Are you a religious man?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Pretty creepy stuff. I believe
Religious
there's
man
something
doesn't believe in
there.
witches.
And you think that it's possible that she's still up there now?
I don't go up there.
You don't go up there.
I just love that.
Enough not to go up there.
I
They
just.
say that the woods are all haunted up there and stuff like that, but
What do they say?
Where are they going to go and camp?
I don't. They're
They're just
really
asking to be
many
killed.
people that say
She
they're
looked at
haunted,
this.
but there was a-
Yeah, she was one of those crazy women.
She was a crazy lady. How was she named by the
She
community?
was a woman. She probably had images of grandeur. She was crazy. She wanted to get out of this town. She was crazy.
And what was under there?
And under it there was hair on a body like a
So she
horse.
was hairy from head to toe.
Never
Yeah,
trust
and
a
her-
woman wearing a
her
shawl.
Legs and you could see
Right, how
she
about
was
her
a
face?
Obvious.
female.
But I thought you
Yeah,
used this camera before,
like-
man.
I've used it like once before.
Can you
How do we
imagine
feel about today, guys?
staying in a wood that's supposedly haunted by a witch?
You learned a lot about Mary Brown.
I know it's like you're just
16.
asking to be kidnapped and murdered or sacrificed or whatever, and the drinking.
Well, you know, they're not in the woods yet. They're just filming the documentary
Okay,
first.
we're gonna do an equipment check, but I'm gonna call my mom. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to day 2.
You're going to die soon.
She's smoking indoors.
It should be pretty.
What a weird time the 90s were.
You guys say you know something about the Blair Witch?
Oh, I've heard the myth. I don't really believe much in
The
it.
myth.
That's all I think.
You don't look like a serial killer, sir.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I was like I like the split between the old people who were scared and the young people who were like, that's stupid.
I hope he's not rolling off a whole shitload of stuff.
We can relax. Don't worry. Chill.
I don't want to relax because when I relax is when the bad stuff happens. Just a creepy looking. I didn't ever stay in the creepy looking house, I think.
Good jump.
Thank you, thank you.
There it is.
That's not very realistic because in the real world, someone would have slipped over there and been ruined. Probably me.
They went into the woods prepared to find death. What they found was a desecration of humanity at the site which trappers have often referred to as Coffin Rock. Here.
And you're staying there.
I know, can you imagine? Although, to be fair, people do travel to places like the Tower of London, where there was like thousands of
They
executions.
travel to there, they don't stay there.
But I mean, I can always use the shot without me in it.
That's different though, the people just got beheaded there. This is like
Torture.
witchcraft and torture and murder. It's like,
Do you believe in witchcraft?
no, but I still wouldn't go there.
You're like me. You don't believe in it, but you don't want to piss it off.
I don't want to actually learn that it's real.
Yeah.
The wrong way.
Yeah.
You know?
That's Ouija boards. Yeah.
It is pouring.
Okay. Just don't get us lost today.
There's a sexist joke to be made there.
So what's up? Are you
I'm not
happy
going to
with
make
the
it,
way
but
the documentary's
we all
going?
know what it is.
What, that the woman directing them got them lost?
I'm very pleasantly surprised by our little map.
And
I'm
there's only
glad
one
you
woman
said
there.
it. They let her use the map. You don't understand. There was a time when we had to use maps to find
I
things.
know how to read a map, you know.
Yeah?
I did geography. I know how to read maps.
Yeah, but they're not exactly trying to find like Australia here, are they?
There's a trail
how
on
you
top
say
of this hill. Don't worry.
When I say
It is
map,
a
they have to
trail.
orienteering. Not. This one is Australia.
Don't we?
This one is.
I'm not a
Venezuela.
complete idiot, Sean.
I think it's Heather.
The same thing is, I would be exactly the same. I would be walking past trees going, "What is this? Witchcraft?" But it's just, it's just a tree.
You see like a carving in a tree and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
In reality, it's just like some dumb kids.
R, heart, J, and you're like,
Says me, of course.
witchcraft.
And witches in days gone by were roasted just like my Vienna sausage. Flames are licking you like the devil there, Josh.
Is it making jokes about women being burned alive?
Just,
All those women who were burned alive for having a brain.
This ship has a good captain, not a fat beer guzzler.
Because that's always a good idea.
isn't there a significance to the number 7?
Is there? I don't know. I don't practice witchcraft.
I can't say that I do either, but
You didn't just knock that over. Please tell me you didn't just knock that over.
did they knock the weird stones over?
Let me put it back.
Desecration.
Did they knock the weird stones over?
I'm just touching them. Oh yeah. Put it to your mouth.
Be careful.
There's all kinds of witch over that.
What'd you think? Michael, are you saying you're not coming down?
I ain't going down there.
Why not?
Because I'm not. I don't hear shit.
Because you're fucking scared.
Because I don't hear anything
Because
anymore.
you're fucking scared. You could not
Yes.
deny hearing it.
Yes.
Get your ass out. What's the big deal?
Yes. Like
I said you're bullying them for being scared when you're literally like
I know.
trying to prove that like witchcraft exists and that.
I'm not going down there because I'm scared. Okay. Yes.
God bless him.
Well, even if it wasn't, I'm not
How
gonna
do we
play
know
with
it
that either.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, let's try and calm
I
them
don't like
down.
this girl. She's very like
Stupid.
It's a very long day.
Stupid.
judgy. It's like, so what? It's like,
Long day.
if I was with her, I'd give her like
No, but
a
I just think
slap for like tormenting me.
Speaking to me. Well,
like
we have to go
she was.
a little differently to get back because we went
She
around
wasn't very
on
nice
a
to him when he
curve.
was calling her out for getting them lost, which is completely the
Yes,
case.
2 more hours max.
Like I'd be livid if I was him. I would be so annoyed
Okay, let's just keep going, all right?
with them, with her. I would be so annoyed with her. I'm on their side here.
Yeah.
We should camp.
Get the fuck out of here. Why? Because you don't know where we're going?
No, because I think we're still a ways off from the car and it's going to be getting dark real soon.
I'm really doing my best to not sound
Look, I'm not saying
sexist,
for certain. We might
but at some point,
Maybe
at
we're
some
near the car. Maybe we're near the car.
Give me the fucking map. Give me the map.
that yeah,
Give me the map. Turn the camera.
that's what's horrible about this is that it's very taxing. You have to you're standing there getting soaked. You're lost. Someone is being intolerant and incorrigible to the point of
Sorry, man. We can probably still get the debt back tomorrow.
Nah, I can't deal with people like that. Just follow themselves and don't want to admit when they're wrong. It's like, you are lost.
You're
Stop
trying to-
saying you aren't
you're
lost.
trying to hint at me.
Hello?
You're trying to hint at me.
At you, no.
I'm joking. I'm never wrong.
Fucking freeze it. There.
Maybe I was hinting at you just a little bit.
Hear it.
I would literally
Gary Barr yelling.
earphones in.
Would you not want to hear your imminent doom coming for you?
I wouldn't even leave the tent.
It sounds like footsteps.
I know, that's a fucking person.
There's something like safe about a tent.
Like, I'm not seeing shit on video. I'm going to leave
No,
the rest
because
of
they
the
can
bed,
just,
alright?
like-
I'm gonna
Yeah, I know.
slide
Even though it's just cloth, I feel like once I've zipped it,
Man.
I'm safe. So I'm relaxed.
Anywhere near
would probably be the death for me.
I would just 3 of them sit like facing outwards with the backs together. And I would just wouldn't sleep.
This is absolutely fucking crazy.
But I would wake up the next morning and go out with my house coat
Sorry,
on,
Mike, we should be out of here already.
cup of tea,
It's got nothing to do with
whatever's going on, just pack it in.
Out of our tent. There are 3 actually.
3 for the amount of people.
Because there was 7.
I am
They counted 7, didn't they?
fucking positive
7
these
kids
were not
killed.
here. How would we have just made a campsite in between 3 piles of rocks just by coincidence?
Coincidence?
Strange?
I think not. That's the thing. As horrible as it might sound, Mike is right. At some point, you walk a certain way, you're going to come across something.
What is he doing? Wasn't he just complaining about not...
and I don't call, she's gonna notice, which means
How would you
that by
approach
tonight, if we
this?
haven't found
this
shit,
situation? I wouldn't just stand
someone's gonna be
around. I would walk.
Yeah, they're just burning time here, aren't they?
Go down there. I just got my whole shit wet.
Oh, there's nothing worse than walking in
shit.
wet jeans.
Well, let's try it this way.
Gonna have a rash.
Come up here quick! I need to use the CP!
Yo, there's all sorts of shit up here, man.
This is fucking crazy shit.
Don't touch it.
Touch it. Yeah, touch it. That's a good idea.
Please, I gotta get this on 16.
Take the fucking camera.
See what I mean about it being a bit discombobulated?
Yeah.
Like, supposedly there were people leaving the cinema when this first came out vomiting just because of the way the camera was moving. But obviously it was quite a new format, you know.
Christ. That's fucking creepy.
So leave it and run!
Why are they screaming help?
Because they're lost.
Not the way to get out of here.
If they have a compass, pick a direction and walk in it.
Safe to say at this point.
If in a... But there might be like random hunting parties out there. They might, if they bump into one who knows where they are.
Yeah, I know, but if you're lost, pick a direction.
Let's not light a fire tonight.
He's not hear it.
What was it?
Let me get my jeans on. Take the video camera. No, get the dot ready.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the sound?
I would honestly, I feel like my heart would give out in that moment.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh shit.
Why is she slowing down? Idiot!
She might be going uphill.
Mike, where you going? Oh shit.
Don't stop. I don't care how like unfit or like how little I run on a day-to-day basis. I would like Sonic out of there. Oh no, there's get like
Witchy things.
I'm not interested in anything anymore. Let's go.
I know.
So turn
I
it
know.
off.
I know. Like, why is she still recording?
Have we gotten everything here?
Like I give a
Whose
shit.
shit was thrown around? Who
my shit.
specifically?
So there's Luke, Mike, Heather.
Why you?
You have to
He's right.
rationally say they might very well go on forever compared to our footsteps.
Not.
The
not
odds of
possible.
them, the odds of
Not
them getting
possible in this country.
terrorized
Not
again
possible.
is
Because this is America and.
right. I would honestly would not like to be stuck with any of them at this point. He's shouting
I know
after drawing attention to where they are.
he's the one.
She's-
He was the one who was saying let's not light a fire, or put the light on because they can see where we are.
But
But
then they're screaming at the top of their lungs. Well,
That tree is down. That's the same one.
see, I always think it's harder to walk
No,
in
Mike,
circles.
It's not the same log.
I don't know how people can do that.
It's not the same log, Mike.
But this is me who
Look, it's
we've
not.
never been in a situation like
where
this.
we've been
so-
lost like this. No.
We have
Not the same log.
we have woods and stuff that are like, obvious trails. You would never just go and.
That would be very mentally draining.
I know, but they have a compass.
I know.
Get the compass out. Hold it in your hands.
This is why you do your orienteering. This is why you do your Duke of Edinburgh
You get the
scenarios.
compass,
because-
right? You hold it in your hands. You
Where
pick
do
a
you wanna go?
direction
Yeah,
and you
I mean, I
walk
guess
in the direction.
today south didn't work out.
So maybe they are following the compass and they're still lost.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Messing with the compass.
You've got to say these things with a bit of flair. Witchcraft.
Why is he... Oh.
I mean, he's losing it, to be fair. I mean, I would. If you've been traumatised by someone outside, they're chasing you at night, you look like you're just walking in circles despite following a compass, you would start losing it. You haven't spoken much.
Don't know what to think of it. It's creepy, definitely, and it's a creepy concept, but...
Well, south didn't work.
Oh no. I'm more annoyed than anything else. Down to 2.
And then there was 2. What happened to Joshua? This is one of those really interesting films. I'll tell you why at the end, but you might have noticed already why it's interesting, but it's weird. The noises that are the creepy thing, isn't it?
Why would you scream at...
He's their friend.
I know, but I would be like, okay, it's dark, and I was luring the thing to you.
This is going to be really annoying in the video as well, because I'm not going to have to edit any of it out, because half of it is just pitch blackness.
It's dark? Oh my god, I swear to god, but just... oh! This is... People make bad choices in horror movies. I haven't watched that many, and even I'm like, you
horror films exist.
Idiots!
I don't know if it's really him.
Like, that's the thing. You don't know that it's him.
And now you're just screaming at the dark where anything could be there.
They heard babies before. You heard a baby crying. They also heard did you not hear like a cackling?
That's what I'm afraid of. Whoever made that cackle.
He's losing it. He's really losing it. You see the rocking. Look. Oh, he's losing it. You gotta stick together, folks. Otherwise, this is gonna be a short trip. Like this. This isn't... Like, why would you just stop?
No.
Even if I was, like, losing it, I would just be like, I'm just gonna walk in one direction.
Why? Is it a finger? Or a toe? Or an eyeball? The...
Teeth. Teeth.
Why would you look? Because now you're just going to get scared. See? Idiot.
Hyperventilating. Just gotta get on top of that breathing. Witchcraft. What we need is a Harry Potter. But he lost it a bit, Josh, didn't he? He was losing it. And then the next minute it was gone.
How did it get him though? That's what I'm curious.
It's interesting, isn't it?
It just like
How
disappeared.
How did
it
get him?
It, the witch, the thing, the people.
Whatever it is.
What if it's something like is it going to end up being something daft like it's a cult? It's like there are like multiple people, and it's like all the people they interviewed are all the people that are getting them.
If that is what happens in this, I mean, I know what happens in the film, so like I know what's coming. You gotta remember, this is 1999. There's a lot of films that basically copied what this film did. They just refined it a touch.
Hungry. Cold.
While she can't take all of the blame,
Hunted.
she can definitely take a lot of the blame. She was...
I love you, Mom.
She was trying to be sort of, you know, smart in her decisions, but she was just a bit too
Overbearing.
stubborn, I would say. Refusing to admit when she was wrong. Like at this point, I would just be going, right, I don't trust anything that's happening.
I know. I'm trying not to cover my face because, like, obviously when I react, but I'm also like scared.
Holy shit. It's a house.
Don't go in to the house. Won't go in. Don't do it.
This is one of those creepy places that teenagers find
They
Interesting.
vandalise.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, Sean was here. Don't go into the creepy house in the woods. What are you...
You can hear Josh's voice.
So what? You see that? You see that? You run the other direction. They're already dead now because they found the house. See, if that was me, I'd be clinging on to whoever was with me. I wouldn't, like, I would just death grip.
How teenagers together, strong. I don't think they're teenagers. Grown-ups together, strong.
I think they are teenagers, aren't they?
Are they?
I don't like it. I don't like
What
it.
would be the worst place that they could go to?
Upstairs. A basement. A loft. What in the
just
actual what?
Handprints.
See, just no. I would honestly, right? I'm not even being melodramatic. I'd probably off myself. Like, I'm not. I hate it. I can't, like, my heart can't handle it.
Come on.
It would be like, stay together, folks.
Ah, don't go in the basement.
Josh, is that you down there?
He just bloody left her. He just left her.
What? Oh, it was that story they said. They were facing the... One of them was facing the... Is that it?
That is it. You did it. You did it. Yeah. So the reason I said it was interesting was because at no point do you ever see whatever it is that's supposedly haunting them. You never see the bad, whatever
The thing.
it is. Supposedly someone said that there was gonna be like a shot of whatever it was that was trying to chase them. But I think they did it like this way because you could sort of...
They've been open.
You could theorize as to what actually it is. Was there even a witch?
Was it just like a crazy person in the woods, or...
Was it Josh? There's a thing that says that it was Josh and Mike, and that they lured her out to kill her. So he was standing in the corner there, wasn't he? He was standing in the corner, and one of the stories was that
They stood them in the corner.
stood them in the corner, and they would...
But why would he willingly stand in the corner?
Well, when he had the camera, all you heard was like a thud.
That's what I mean. I assumed they knocked him down. I didn't think he would just be stood
But
in
what
the
was the
corner.
story? Do you remember what the story was? That they would get two kids, put one in the corner, kill the other one, and then
Kill that one.
kill that one.
I know, but why? That's what I mean. Though, why would he just willingly stand in the corner?
We might not have been willing to stand in the corner. There was also the story
But
that...
then they said that about how they about them, like, the head, like, the being tied together or something, and that they were alive, and that they, like, their intestines were out and that.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? But like I said, the entire film, all it does is it basically goes, here's a few legends, here's a few sort of ghost stories. And then after that, there's nothing. There's a few sounds, but all you're hearing is what you think you're hearing.
Do you know what I think is, though, and the like, having the cameras like that and doing it in that way is clever, is because it, like, it really immersifies you in it. Like, it's like...
Yeah.
You
It gives you a very
a direct perspective,
limited,
isn't it?
limited perspective, yeah.
But then it's like...
It relies very heavily on their performances, on their three performances. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like the creepiness, it's not hard to make a film creepy like this. All you have to do is do a few ghost stories, have like a few little bits where you sort of creep it. But things like the laughing, when they heard the noises, she said she heard a baby. When I first watched this, I never heard a baby. I heard cackling. And I think the idea is that you're hearing, you're seeing what you think it is.
I think because it's like, it's a witch, and so everyone goes, oh, like...
Yeah. And then I think it's the same with the ending. I think the ending's supposed to be, what do you think happened? As opposed to, this is what the ending is. This is how it ended.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't see like... Because in like a modern horror film, when the sort of camera was on the side after whatever happened to her happened, you would see like the eyes, or you would see like a creepy thing walk across or something like that. And you would know then that it was a witch, or it was Josh, or it was Mike, or it was
Yeah.
something. Whereas this, I think the point is for it to go, what do you think happened? It's okay. What do you think happened?
I think it's probably... I'm going to lean down the idea that it probably is not witchcraft. I don't think it actually is. I think it's more of just like you were saying, like a mental thing. Like they're out there for like significant amount of time. They're arguing. They're tired. They're hungry.
They're not sleeping.
They're not sleeping because they're that afraid. I do think there's obviously something or someone or potentially multiple people tormenting them, but I think a big part of it plays on their mentality.
Yeah.
Josh was the first one to kind of lose it,
really
and then
lost
he
it,
was
didn't
the first one to go. So it was like, did he leave the tent without them noticing, or did he like wander off and then it took him and he just didn't?
Yeah.
And then I think they probably used Josh. Obviously, they used Josh as a way to get to them, didn't they? By sending the teeth in that and then screaming. Chances are he probably was still alive.
Yeah.
When they got there, yeah.
My thing was, when I first watched it, obviously when I first watched it, I was quite young, and I just assumed that it was whatever it was. They all thought it was like a witch haunting or something. The more times I watch it, the more I kind of go, I'm leaning down the Mike and Josh, getting them up to kill her. Like it's quite niche, and maybe it's just me thinking that this is quite a niche film in the way it's set. It would be quite niche if it went. So it's supposed to be a horror, like a supernatural thing, but in reality, these two people didn't like this last. They agreed to do this thing. They set
used,
up traps.
her ambitions. To do it.
Because surely, say it's not supernatural, surely you would know if someone was putting things. But this is obviously me, and I'm quite a light sleeper. I would know when people are outside the tent, putting things down.
Especially in the forest where it's like,
And
because I'm like that though. I can't sleep if it's too bright outside. Like if the slightest thing, and I'm kind of like I'd jolt awake.
Yeah.
So I would struggle in that sense, especially in the woods. I feel like just the idea that something has happened in these woods and that this tragedies have happened, that in itself would make me more alert. You know.
So what do you think? Out of 10?
I mean, it was definitely like 9 out of 10 for creepiness. It definitely creeped me out.
It was very creepy, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It was a scary concept.
Because I think the main concept of it is what you can't see. You don't know what you can't see, which is what's so scary.
And so the idea of being stuck in the woods, you don't know a way out. Like when they were like coming back to the tree that they had crossed through over and stuff. It's like stuff like that. But overall scariness, like.
Yeah, it's not terrifying, is it? It's not a very.
No, it's not like gonna give me nightmares scary, but it is like, oh my god, like
creepy, proper creepy.
Like
I think it's the not knowing that's so creepy. You don't know what it is.
But like I got taken out of it a bit with it when it came to the camera.
Get down and lie down. Yeah.
When it came to the camera, I did get taken out of it a bit. Just when like they were walking and it was just showing you the legs, I was kind of like, it was like hurting my head a bit, but.
Yeah, you can imagine, like it's all right for us here on this screen, but you can imagine what it's like at a cinema.
Yeah, it's probably like
really discombobulating. Yeah. So the next film we're gonna watch Catching Fire. Is it Catching Fire the second one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hunger Games Catching Fire.
It's Catching Fire, then it's Mockingjay. Is it? Mockingjay 1 and 2.
Part 1 and 2, yeah.
But after Catching Fire, do I get to pick this or do
you pick Blair Witch?
I know, but I just thought that if it's my franchise, like then you'll pick all the ones.
No,
with
just take it in turns. I'm probably going to pick another horror movie because like 80% of these are horror movies.
It's the Jar of Heroes of films. Yeah, somehow. Ma'am?
The second video?
Good grief.
Candyman.
Candyman.
What? Is
the
that horror?
Candyman can.
Is that a horror movie? Why?
So Blair Witch is out. Candyman is in. Candyman's actually you will not like Candyman.
You're gonna give me a heart attack one of these days.
Just
Honestly,
think-
I
just
can't.
think, okay,
I'm too
right?
fragile. My heart can't
After
handle
we've
it.
gone through these films, you'll be able to go to a cinema and watch a horror film, and you will not jump. Because that's
No.
what I'm like now. I don't
No,
jump at horror
do you know
films.
what it is though? No, because I'm a wimp over everything. I jump over like daft stuff.
No, but things like Blair Witch and things, especially Candyman, there's a lot of
Especially Candyman. That's just making it worse.
the old Candyman, not the new one. There's a lot of films who take from these films. So if you can experience these, then you'll be able to experience more modern horror films. I genuinely like things like my dad. My dad doesn't jump at horror films, does he? I think I've only ever seen my dad jump once at a horror film, and I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure I only saw him jump once. But he grew up with all these films. I just think I'm helping you. I'm putting you through the trauma that me and Nicole had to go through. Although I don't think Nicole's ever watched Candyman.
No, but I can't. Like, I just can't. And I know, and you say like, you're like, oh yeah, you won't jump at horror movies ever again, but I will. I know I will because I'm a wimp. When it comes to horror movies, I'm so bad. I can't handle it. I had to literally stop myself at so many points from covering my face. I was like,
I know I would have fallen.
It was getting up, and I was like, nope. It's just I can't.
Yeah, it's good crack. Yeah, I was just watching Blair Witch, the Blair Witch Project. Next is going to be Catching Fire. Then it'll be Candyman. The Candyman can. You're going to have quite a heartwarming song, turned terrifying. When people start singing that song, the Candyman can, you're going to be like, ugh. That's what I'm like. I can't watch Willy Wonka now without going, yeah. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say, Katie?
I don't like the fact that all of those movies in there are pretty much horror movies. That's not fair.
I would say, just so you all know, it's about 80% horror films, 10% dog films, 10% chick flicks. Like chick flicks / period movies.
That's just so not fair. Because like I just.
Okay, if our comments are to be trusted, it's your reactions that everyone likes so much, not mine.
People haven't really seen your reactions, but I don't.
Do you know what my favourite part about this one was? Do you know what my favourite part about this was? What? Is that I knew there was no jump scares in it, but seeing you just waiting for a jump scare.
That was the thing. It was like when they would start going out of the tent in the middle of the dark, I was like,
yeah. Like there's a few times where the camera's placed quite well, so that in another film there would definitely be a jump scare there. Whereas
it was like when they were in the house and like he was there and then you turned back to her, and then it kind of switched between their perspectives.
He did jump though when he got whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was kind
of. Yeah. It's funny in this film watching you waiting for a jump scare. Like you're sitting there going.
It's horrible.
You're just waiting for it.
It's too much. It's too much. I have to go like have a nap now because I'm just.
You have to have a nap with High School Musical playing in the background.
or Lion King. No, Lion King.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I have to watch a Disney movie to get over myself.
Oh well, just wait for Candyman. Thank you for watching.
You're making it worse. I'm gonna go talk to Mum.
People are gonna tell me off for laughing at your despair, but I'm my brother. I'm allowed.